positions related to deputy ministerial positions. So, which Ghana should not have deputy ministers. They also have recommended that Ghana should not have regional president. President receives money from the public purse and not pay tax on his emoluments. They've recommended an amendment to the constitution to allow the president to pay tax. Our parliament, now they also think, and they are proposing a cap of 270.
Dr. Alaji Mamu Bomia de Atuga says Ghana for man kwanya. O maina mamrano. Obesa bebre. Sansona former President John Dramani Mahama so de Atuga says so ono nya kwanya na obidu o man so a. O man no amamra ye di bo man ono so ebesa bebre. Ba me ma ti fontia says o mampani a o tie convention no. Wa pa ba sonfo a wo mo ehwe the 1992 constitution na omaya amendment the afa constitution ho na anopa yi eyan ntese mpanimfo akasa kakra the afa committee laduma wo mo eyen na yenya 5 key points as wo mo erezi a wo mo de ba won te di kan article 68 clause 5 article 68 clause 5 nche so man panin je katua mo ntua to eno wo mo se on be delete won be yefi no man panin je katua Otuafo. They are also mean recommendations on deputy minister they don't need any deputy minister. If he's a minister or a minister, we hear deputy BR. I think so almost regional ministers BR. There's no need for any regional minister. In the new ideas are already based on the constitution. New regional minister BR. I think one person member of parliament ever minister. So a member of parliament near nominate two separate minister. I was so free myself before now the quarter by election area. Almost up to 277 members of parliament. Now one more man. But to interest you to know say one come market you once more. She can't down what they didn't talk about it, but meaning say a does be brave, but the Marco 5 year, I think say one more say months of Bunsu, one more steady document. No, we are from 2011 ton, and on where I say a mobile review constitution, but I need by 2023 a committee was set up on my share one A2 and more back community. But in a very serious note, no, honorable collectors of Boka, our different view of constitutional review. He thinks I said that order necessary, and now they are a bit to me above man. And I feel so honorable Joseph Owusu-Duwais, the first deputy speaker of parliament, once again said we need attitudinal change. Or man, you doing any year was your son. Now, there's some constitution you could stop people will make way. Now, one more baby. You see how the stances. And you need the echo, but former President Mahama said Article 71 but I think they didn't hear of it. I feel Dr. Alaji Mamu Bomia also can't say maybe it's a constitution I was saying all those kind of things and also echo. Within this week, the health minister, Dr. Bernard Okuboy, was called La General Hospital. When you said La General Hospital is under construction, AC. Na contractor no ewo abosume 28 months. Abosume eduno mo twese wo se wo dey project no. In fact, from no dey na ya yi ni construction no dey baga say foundation ne ase no adwuma no bi nyina no wo aye e dey wi. Na aban so amo 50 million euros. Wo dey be ya adwuma no aboa amane ma konka. Di minister chese wo no kra no na oye adwuma Ewola General Hospital and Oba member of parliament. Say Oba Minister of Health. And indeed, what be obi here and Obo model push e dey aboa say the bear na General Hospital no e be to me apejama kon kan bibia so ayi. But now what you me to just say essential drugs bi aba be ka habo. Minim tifikasemu se dey no a wo entimi doctor our health minister that you are said by 2 weeks time say young clear containers no mfiri ha bo a obeda ho obetena ha bo ha kopem se wɔn bɛyi saa containers nyinaa na saa essential bags na wɔn mu wɔn de amagana for you so wote sɛ minority wɔn raise alarm sɛ containers bi abɛdi ha bo a enum a wɔn ntumi ɛnclear but minister ka sɛ wɔn yɛ ho adwuma ɛne ti no if by 2 weeks time and the containers are not cleared from the harbor or the health minister harbor na obetena na wa hwa abo ahye de be a enema nyina betumi akoyi and indeed these are the things coming from the constitutional review committee no and I feel so the health ministry no kakra also if we ba na yaka boma ye de ampa news and was sebre bia ya wo follow yen na odi achi bo modern say wo be share yen channel no na wa comment politely no sense so subscribe say the bear anytime bia you know what which mean the factual and the credible news now what you mean
of all positions related to deputy ministerial positions, so which Ghana should not have deputy ministers. They also have recommended that Ghana should not have regional ministers. They say that it flouts equity rules where the president receives money from the public purse and not pay tax on his emoluments. They've recommended an amendment to the Constitution to allow the president to pay tax. Now, they also think on the legislature, they are of the view, the considered view, that our parliament should be capped. And they are proposing a cap of 277. They said the ministers of state can be appointed from parliament or outside parliament. And they've introduced a new provision which says that where a minister of state is appointed from parliament, that minister must resign his position. That is their recommendation. As MP. Yes, from parliament. You can only be in parliament as MP. And then there will be a by-election. Well, so that is their recommendation. We will discuss that as we go on. But that is what they are recommending.
One of the Consultative Assembly that drew up the 1992 Constitution with young man Folsom, who was a very young man from the university at the time. And I stand to correction, but I think that is one of the best constitutions that we have drafted in this country. And that is why it has lasted 32, 34 years without any blemish. And I want to associate myself with Honorable Dr. Ayini, that our problem is not the constitution. Our problem is the individual, is the Ghanaian leader. Many of the provisions in the constitution are abused more in practice, than in practice. They are not observed. They are honored in the preach than in the observance. And that is the problem that we have.
The critical thing, Honorable Minister, is that unless we work on the values of the Ghanaian, we will get to nothing. If we don't work on building integrity, building respect for public property, public interest, ethics, we're joking. Because if you change the law and I am dishonest, whatever means I'll use to get my advantage, I'll use it. So my view is that we should spend more time on discussing how can we get the average Ghanaian to be responsible, to be loyal to the state.